Hello. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. I'll have to go in there later. Not right now, though. We got guns to retrieve.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Easy, man. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress! I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's the goddamn police shitbag. Cut the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer, a lower-ranking police officer.
Officer Pigs, W. Freighter Harry Dubras requesting your sidearm for inspection. Hold out your badge.
What?
Patrol officer, you're in gross violation of the RCM Code of Conduct.
Sir?
She hesitates, looking around in confusion. Three-barreled pepperbox waiver. The three-barreled pepperbox wavers in her hand.
In this moment of hesitation, she almost doesn't seem disturbed, but like someone suddenly waking from a deep sleep.
Patrol officer, I have to sign you up for a disciplinary hearing.
Easy. Press her too hard and shit.
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against her lips and teeth. A trickle of blood runs down her chin. She doesn't notice it.
Officer compromise. Unlawful impersonation. Pigs en route. Engage your will.
Okay, She's actually more agitated now. My bad.
What's up? Okay. Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harry Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th.
No! Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran... Gareth!
Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
You really are cops. Look, my badge.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in dispatch! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this. What happened to make her like this? Loneliness. Again, a neurodegenerative disease.
Man, we're here to help. Tell us what's wrong.
The woman looks at you, but through you, like you don't exist. Her eyes gleam feverishly, and the rotating police beacon lights reveal deep scratch marks on her cheeks.
This is the police! Unlawful engagement! Hands on the ground! Scumbag!
So this is what the weather's like on the other end of a cop's gun.
I hear you, man. Look. Start slowly bending over. Hands going on the ground.
Fascinating. See? This is what happens when we're not around.
Well, I got a 28% chance of rolling this.
Alright,
Oh,
here's
cool.
the plan. You hurl the ledger in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. A drop of sweat runs down your nose, and in it you see the Martinez Inlet, wrapped in the night. In the abandoned fish market, 3 figures standing in a spectacular light show. A large, loud woman is pointing an empty firearm at the other 2. She doesn't want to listen, or even to be heard.
Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
I've been thinking that too, but it's impossible to tell for certain in these lighting conditions.
Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets.
What?
The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel, then squeezes the trigger. Wait,
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this?
boy, if that had been loaded, that would have been a real problem for her.
Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
Pick up your gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Oh, well. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
I guess we'll never know.
Probably not. But more pressing is the question of what to do with her right now.
You're not alone, we're all here.
The woman stands in front of you, motionless, unresponsive, almost like an inanimate object now. A mountain of police paraphernalia. In there she is alone, trapped in a world of blue and red lights. Her children and their children, if there were any, stopped coming when it got really bad.
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Okay, so now I've got a +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in this suit of armor, which is good. Because, probably we're gonna be fucking Going at them.
The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
Pick up the RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
Mine? No, it's ours. The RCM's.
It's your hat.
Shake her
The
shoulder.
old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Confiscate the narcotics. Wink!
You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously. She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
You're taking those, are you?
Listen to him, for once.
Fine, you take them then.
Thank you. I'm doing this to help you. We need to focus on the case.
He's grateful you did this.
Leave her be. Yeah, I didn't actually intend to take them. Okay, we have drugs. I just haven't used them yet, or at all. So, because I don't really intend to. Got our gun back. 3-shot revolving barrel Villiers LaSalle pepper box, typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn and the engraving on the side reads, Sunrise Parabellum. This is your gun, no doubt about it. We got the RCM Lieutenant's cap. The cap is sturdy and comfortable and seems to retain its form very well. Fits you perfectly. The inside of it smells like cheap tobacco and typewriter ink. Feels familiar somehow. Perhaps it is yours too? Though how the pigs got it is a mystery. Yeah, there isn't any. +1 to authority from wearing that. No, if we want to find bullets, I've got to look for it. Yes, for sure. Because I got that incredibly precipitous 28% roll, which I actually fucked up, so I'm glad I was able to pass it. Alright. I did see another thing up here. What's in here? Oh, it's locked. Wait, this is what the pry bar is for, isn't it? Oh shit, yeah, you can get into stuff if you got the pry bar. Should keep that in mind. What I'm definitely not going to do is, like, wander around with my gun equipped. That seems like a bad idea. The wind is corralled by the 4-story building around this yard. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
What happened here?
In this yard,
Bennett looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off into the distance.
someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure, for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Is this part of the coast is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
He gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Birds in the birch tree, barely audible coos from above. Hey! That's the very important tape! Smallest church in Sansan. Tape you found from the shack on the coast. The A-side is the smallest church in Sansan written on it, while the B-side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Press play on tape.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Keep the porter reel at a harmless distance and wait.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
Nothing can stop me now.
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Cool.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 50. Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Happy to report that I found my badge, Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
The Successfully located my 9mm Villiers pistol. It's on me now and I won't lose it again.
10-4, sir. Roger that. And very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report.
Transmission over.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
That's 10 free experience, yo. Yeah, it might be me. Oops, that was a quick save. That wasn't what I meant to do, but okay. I meant to do a regular save. Oh, they are all gone. I'll have to deal with that tomorrow. Gart! Gart, it's important.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Why do you even have the PA system if nobody's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
When was the last time you had a band to play
It's
here?
not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Inland Empire's just like, fucking, let's wreck this shit. Quick save-o. I think I've got a pretty high whatever needs to be rolled for this, but... This feels right. You belong here.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Put your lips against the microphone, test it.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
Look around the room
The
first.
bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse, they are going to hate you. Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff.
It's a red drama check. I want to get this right. So it's a drama check. What have I got in terms of drama clothing? Mesh shirt gives you +1 drama. So does the party dragon silk robe. And the bow tie. This is some questionable clothing choices, but okay.
The stage is... You feel...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Drama.
Let me know when I should
Formidable.
turn on
I'm
the
ready, Gart.
karaoke
Hit
carousel.
play. We're now at 97%.
The air is thick with anticipation.
Because of what I have elected to wear here.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
So I've got a in head thing. Thank you, ancient reptilian hindbrain. I'd like to dedicate the song to the RCM. Please don't fire me. No, I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away. He's incapable of blushing, but if he weren't, he'd blush.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Evening will come, we will sow the white sail. Workers of the world, unite. I gotta do the communist one, it gives me points.
Yes?
Okay, still got no new point. Okay, so points. Actually, what's the check for Fairweather? Oops, wrong button. Okay, now to put on regular clothes again, like a person might wear. You can get to karaoke whenever you got the tape. The fail state for it is he sings in Harry's voice, and it is the most like atonal caterwauling thing you've ever heard, which is also pretty fantastic.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Okay, conceptualization clothes. We're doing this. I'm tired of not having this wall.
Just an ordinary wall.
83% chance. 83% chance of wall goods.
Because
yeah.
You see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
No, we're on the end of day 3 of a week-long investigation, dear. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
Oh, Wall Father.
Kim, I must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
Lieutenant looks up at the wall reluctantly, then back at you. I already have the paint. Just need to get a paintbrush from Cindy the Skull.
If you must.
Yes, 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 yes.
that isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism. In other words,
inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
Wait, no, I gotta...
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. The gun, your gun, can be an item of destruction, but also creation. The Villiers-LaSalle art project. Time to shoot some beauty through the heart of Martinez. A plaster cop, honestly. He does kind of look like you after all.
I think I already have a bullet for it. Because you get one from this room, but it doesn't show up in my inventory. I was wondering what that weird orange thing was. I'm not gonna just be holding my gun. Seems like a bad idea. Got a book from that? 16 Days of Coldest April. The cover features a row of concrete buildings with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. It tells a rather excruciating story about two lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugograd. The book has been filed under psychological realism. I'm so glad I didn't sell that, canister of fuel oil I'm carrying around with me. I was tempted to do that the other day, but I'm glad I didn't. Cinderfer!
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I'm going to need your paintbrush.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art... But what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
You'll see. You will all see and tremble.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything, really.
The bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me.
No, not really.
But somehow, it never happens.
Cool, I have other
Shoot,
questions.
Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Man, that's lame. They do say the painter always paints his own portrait. Man, that's lame.
No, it's great.
I'm going to paint a self-portrait, but sort of, you know, from the inside to show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Okay, I won't do that. Please just give me some paint and a brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
Thanks, Cindy.
Sure, anytime. Us shit artists have to help one another. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway.
The right idea is not coming to her. It's excruciating. You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Paint and a brush. You're ready to do this.
Catch you later, Cindy. Woo! Come on, Wall, let's go.
The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
I'm sure you could. Okay, so this one says, I love you, Kuno. That's interesting. Mother of all walls! Draw a 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being. He's going at it.
The lieutenant looks at the wall in dismay.
But we are the police.
Yeah. Fuck us.
But why? We work 12-hour shifts. We get shot at, spat on.
Ah, maybe there's a reason for that.
What do we work on? Keeping everything the way it is. Just a hum, no reply.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint.
I just got a trophy called Il Copo de Art. That's fun. This game's fun. Final battle on Ivan.
It's getting late, and it's raining. Time to call it a day.
Night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. On the table, you see a bowl of water.
Yeah. What's up? No. You're still here. Mm. I can. Oh yeah, I do have one bullet. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I got. I have a bullet from a gun. Good. It's important to have something to fire with that.
If a bit run down, still, you've earned a rest.
Go sleep.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Am I dreaming?
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great, unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class.
Thanks, Rhetoric.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. Still doesn't see it's the world that's changing him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work.
What's going on?
Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized.
Have you seen my shit recently? I've really gotten it together.
It's good that your personal business is in order, but we're talking about political matters of world historical import here. You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism. But it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground. They live underground. These communists aren't men. They're mole people.
I don't know if I want to go searching for mole people. But I'm part of the coalition authorities. Have I been persecuting communists this whole time?
Possibly. If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives. Listen to this. Do you really think you're the kind of person an underground communist cell would entrust with a mission that requires such discretion?
Maybe?
Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all.
Will they help me fire up Mazov's socialist sausage grinder?
Just between us, you may want to lay off this grind up the bourgeoisie stuff. It's a bit off-putting, even to fellow communists.
How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding?
Let your nose guide you, detective.
You must mean my nose, as in my huge and highly functioning brain.
No, we meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens to be perfectly calibrated for sensing communists. We really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction.
What does communism smell like?
Failure.
Okay, but what does failure smell like?
It's a smell you know all too well. Simultaneously repulsive and yet darkly appealing. Musty with a sharp tang, but also a remnant of lost sweetness. Like a rotting mango that's been swaddled in a coat from your grandfather's attic. What you're smelling is your own body odor, of course. Nothing a shower and change of clothes couldn't fix. People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinaise, but you can smell their presence. They're out there, waiting for you to join them. Incidentally, during the waning days of the anti-centennial revolution, a number of Revacholian communards constructed elaborate hideouts in abandoned root cellars, hollowed out tree trunks, and even residential sewage tanks. This latter phenomenon gave rise to the early anti-communist slogan, "The future's bright when you flush out the white."
Okay, I'm ready. Let's get organized.
First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact. Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic. Judging from the bust of Krasmazov and other revolutionary paraphernalia you discovered, it seems that the Capeside apartments may be a hotbed of communist activity.
Hang on, what will I do once I establish contact with my fellow communists?
You'll discuss the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian theory and practice. But mostly, you'll probably complain about other communists.
Isn't that last part kind of counterproductive?
Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts of being a communist.
Roll up your sleeves. Alright, let's get into it.
Here we go. Wake, brave worker, 'tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead.
Big communism builder! Cool, okay. Okay, we're up. Oh, good, it's raining. About you, Lizzie, you got any communist spirit in you?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and the waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can.
So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Oh, okay, apparently
Well,
not.
how can I assist you then, officer?
First thing we need to do is nip back into Martinez proper. If you need to sleep, that's fine. I will save and quit. There's gentlemen here.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with, his jacket has a slur here on his back that I can't say out loud. It's piss F, then star 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 T. Ooh boy.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan. Fuck the world.
A snazzy, shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches, flow bears, or skulls.
Okay, that's not what... That middle word was not what the dialogue says on the screen.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the
That's
contrary.
what it was.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
What makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Throw him off his game.
You sure a skull would say that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand. Or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say. But we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls branding anyway. On the contrary, we're just here to market it.
So you're just pretending to be as nasty and vicious as the Skulls?
Hey, we could be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement. Or a brick on top of another brick.
Or a grave on top of a grave.
These kids have the vocabulary, but might be missing a brain. Wouldn't a grave on top of a grave be just a big hole? What's hard about holes? Filling them up, baby.
Enough about this scullery, then. What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Makes sense.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Though he seemed lacking in vocabulary, it seems that the young man has expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
Blow it up!
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are two of us, and two of these jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Okay, it's a half-light. I can do half-light clothes. I need these fucking jackets. Well, talking with you has definitely been something. Half-light clothes. Half-light clothes. I've got at least some of those. These itchy pants have +2 half-light for itch rage. I'm desperate for these fucking jackets, so we're going at it.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Okay, I've got a 58% chance now. And I saved beforehand, so...
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying. Or both.
Gentlemen, I need your jackets.
Why?
Look at the shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
There's a spark of sympathy in these eyes.
You didn't say that.
My clothes make me sad. I need to fun it up.
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform.
Please?
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Fuck it, we don't need the other one. You said that you're more of a piss kind of guy, so I got this jacket for you.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
Why not? You could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Still, it's good to know that we have it, should the need arise.
The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Okay, we're definitely safe scumming that, because I want both of those. I demand both jackets. Or none jackets. %, we can get it on a reload.
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
These guys
come on! No, I just need to pass the check. Yeah, but I'd already failed the check by that point. I'd like to pass the check, please. See what Half-Light has to say. Yeah, but we could also just pass the check, so like...
Hey!
Are you for real? I don't think so. They wouldn't give me a chance of success and then give me an auto. They wouldn't lie, put it that way.
That ride is...
Hey, piss...
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls.
I just passed it, so...
Use that.
Wait, how?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Raise your voice. Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the Skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be a cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Yes, the jackets.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Yeah!
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Since you said you're more of a piss kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, whatever. I'll take both of them then.
Do. I'm fine with that.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it would just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
+1 drama, no fucks given, -1 authority. Wait, I'm a detective! A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition. It has his nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. And the fuck the world one, +1 half-white, darkening world, -1 rhetoric, inelegant statement. A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has the hoodlum's nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. Yeah! Yeah! Now we're ready.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here
10
that...
a.m. Okay, gotta get here in 2 hours.
Anything else, detective?
Find out more about the boots.
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? 57.
In the cabin, you see a...
We'll have to come in and do that later then.
Wait, no. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everett guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself. And from his
perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, I guess I'll look elsewhere then. I do need to talk to Titus, though.
It's you again. What is it?
These aren't the guys on my communism quest. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Nope, she didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
What's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne LaPlante.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
Yeah, Carl. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
Where'd you get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
So I've listened to the tape and I'm going to confront Clausia with it.
Smart boy. You go do that.
I'm going to take off now.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
Okay. Got anything new for me, gentlemen?
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
Okay. Nothing.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Nothing.
The man. Trying to get a good picture of your jacket, no doubt.
Yes? What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
That was, yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Okay, goodbye. Gotta level up. Alright, let's bump Hand-Eye. All the way to max. Okay, so did you want to sleep, or are we still up for now? You said you were getting sleepy. Before we get into anything too lengthy here. Alright, well apparently we've got new things to talk to Kuno about, so...
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Papa's bad to the bone, Kuno. Rotten to the core.
Kuno's part is. You're just shit at life. Now what's your case with Kuno?
Wouldn't happen to know about anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA, the City of Rage.
Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh god, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
I will. I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
You should thank him.
Nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno.
What? Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people.
Are you snitching, Kuno?
This is some ancient bullshit, people. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You found a real nice button to push. Turned the tables on him.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, let's get back into the Coon Cave and see what's going on there. Sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
You think the Insulindian Phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The Phasmid is impairing your judgment.
We should talk to Kuno about this. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
I know you took the locusts from the trap the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You can't say you don't give a fuck about bugs and then go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the Night City he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
So that in there is Night City?
Yeah, Locust City. City of Rage. City of Lights.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Did I just hear you right? You said I.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that.
I don't believe you.
She disappears entirely behind the fence.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I have to ask, what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important and those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno is finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first-person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian Phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
I got a lot of points out of that. I got like a solid wad of points out of my conceptualization passive though.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He's very distinct. He's quite a character.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
I don't know that it means anything. I
She
think it's just his
acts
name.
chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
That's high.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this, except enthusiastically.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
Yeah. Okay, so with that 30 experience I got from that, I'm about 3 away from getting a new level up. Which I really should apply some more points into conceptualization, considering every time that passes a check I get 10 experience now. Yeah, we do also have to do that today. I just figured while I'm in the area, I might as well do the Klastia part of the game that I need to do today. We're literally, like, I'm trying to be efficient here. But yes, Crabman is today. We're going to the church.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intent to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man.
or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words that he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why do you say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. It sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
And you spent time with this person, romantically?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? Here in Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her, that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
Moving on.
Her eyes follow yours on the piece of paper. She doesn't mind this questioning. On the contrary, she enjoys thinking back to him now. This is a sort of wake for her.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Lieutenant taps on his notebook again as though assigning some kind of point. I gotta level up. Hand me that conceptualization point.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not mention
The
it.
young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone levels, perhaps.
Eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
Let's get the rest.
The young woman nods.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was a map of his service history.
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
She seems unsurprised.
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Please answer the question, miss. Did he enjoy the moment of his death?
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer. No, it doesn't check out. Can't you see she's clearly avoiding something here? That's a strange thing to suggest. The lady is as fair and just.
We do not believe drama when talking to Klaasje. That's the rule. Especially when he starts talking like that. We requested a semen screening from processing.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Technically not. Come on, man. Listen. You can't trust them. It's just you and me.
Yeah, generally I don't. Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Fuck off, Rhetoric. That technically is hiding a lot. I think we're finished with this line of questioning because I don't have any others.
Alright.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Alright.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of morality. He was 42 years old?
No, but do you want to know what I think happened? I'll tell you in a minute. Where was this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Oh my god, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You're probably right. That's about what I look.
Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has severely impacted your appearance, and I was wrong about the age of the deceased.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Thought game date of birth generator. Hey guys? Do you think maybe that would be on my police badge?
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man.
It's not, of course. Okay, so just sort of doing a bit of visual magic here. Alright, so here's the bed. Here's the window pane that was replaced.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Do you know which window has not been recently replaced?
Didn't we establish that someone else was responsible, the person who also forced all the drinks in me?
I was being sarcastic. It was established that you did it. Anyway.
I think the reason that window is replaced is because of a bullet that went through it from the outside going in to his head, where it ended up in his mouth. Because my thoughts there, my infected thoughts that don't want to believe that Classia was responsible for all that, are very insistent not to continue thinking about the enjoyed time of death or the semen sample thing. The window's just been replaced. I think what most likely happened is that while they were in bed together, he was shot through the window by someone else. Because the gun that fired the bullet that killed him was a rifle. It wasn't like a... There's no way she's going to sneak that in to do it herself, and also it's a long-range gun. Like, we have the fucking gun here. Look at this bad boy. 4-shot bolt-action military rifle. That's long range. No, because she was inside at the time. It certainly means we should probably ask Gart about the replaced window pane, yes. Or try and track down the Glaziers? There was a 24-hour glass repair place in the commercial district building we could take a look at. Or alternately, the Hardy Boys who hanged him took the body down from out of the hotel room, had the glass replaced, and covered it up with this story because they were already lying about it being a rape. Like, they had a cover story for this, which is weird. You wouldn't need one of those if...
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
I fucking rocked that shit.
It was alright. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you?
God, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Great. I love those.
Oh, well, there's still... I can't talk to him about it. Okay, well, we'll go check out the Hoobastank. I just want to talk to Titus again now that we've got that information out of the way.
It's you again. What is it?
So I talked to Classia about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change your mind.
Dark? Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Mm-hmm.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
I see what you're doing there. Let's push him.
She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes,
In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Voice is a bit softer than earlier.
Okie dokie. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There is silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Rhetoric godly. Convince Titus that he is being manipulated. High 83% chance of success. Mention surreal play. Strange reaction to bullet. Everard asked to cooperate. Compromised skill set known. Warned about the tribunal. Discussed 8th Hardy. And confronted about the drug trade. So I got a good chance of getting this one. Oh, no. Ooh, I can't save here because we're in the middle of a conversation. I'll roll on 80. No, let's save it first. Although I do like 83% chance on that. I've done my... That's good. Wait.
It's you again. What is it?
Let's see if I can't... Can I make that higher? It's a rhetoric check, isn't it? Yeah, rhetoric check. I can do a good rhetoric check. I think we can push that higher. +1 to rhetoric.
It's you
It's
again.
a good idea to save beforehand. Yes, I understand. 92%. Okay, that I like. Let's go. Ding!
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glazia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they'll just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because they like killing.
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? We had a great time.
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed.
But not the gun that fired the bullet.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet. So quiet, you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Glacier didn't kill him. Why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Morlintern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
I was under the impression it was Glacier and Sylvie.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Yeah. He's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs. That's short for?
Short for Tiberius.
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
So who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
From an ancient rifle?
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do if I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Really? You said the girls asked for your help? Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it. For political reasons. It sent a good message.
Level up again, baby! I'm just going to max conceptualization because then I'm going to get conceptualization bonuses all the way. Which is just helping. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it.
Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Given that the only place left I think we haven't been to is the church, I've got an idea where she is. Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
still, after all this headache.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. I'm just guessing, I don't know. Like, there could be other places we haven't been to yet. In fact, given that I haven't been inside the Feld Electronics building either, I think that's, she could be in either one or somewhere else. Wait. Oh, it's just a bottle. Well, it's still 10 cents, and I'm going to say no to it. We're in the part of the game I haven't played before, so anything I say from here is just me guessing, which, because it's a crime thing, is sort of what we should do. You're not going to take me seriously. I need to put on my horrifying necktie, though. I wasn't wearing it and I want to be. Alright, we'll do this and then you go to bed. I gotta go do things today. Yeah, because I'm pretty smart. I know story structure, like... It's simple conservation of detail. Tell us the truth.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You sent us on a runaround.
I know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For all of this, for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Not of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
So that way you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Orionese lit. Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved, and who hired you.
The job was Lewis-Duane County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewis-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewis-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws, Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbag, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Serves them right. When I am king, this savings bank will be first against the wall.
This was not a joke. Real people lost their jobs. Not just in the C-suite either. Good people. What I did to get to accounting. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
You said you studied Oranese Lit. What's with this fugitive stuff?
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Which is not something I'm going to mention. Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited
Fucking
for the
nailed
second
it.
shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection. As far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
No?
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Klaasje.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, well now you're making me doubt that she did call the cops.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course.
I don't believe you guys.
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In a bedroom, inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Drama legendary. In God's name, wake up! Manipulating your skill set, lied about Lely enjoying death, lied about making a call. Okay, I got a 92% chance on this one. Wake up, Drama.
But we
are
awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. You've been breached, bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now. So you say. But give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
When I said the deceased enjoyed himself in his moment of death, she knew it was true, but she said nothing.
Who hath told you these lies? She was merely confused by the esoteric arts you deploy in police work. Stop staring and say something dramatic and professional. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Well, it's a white check. I can get it back. Let's return to this later. Drama clothes. What have I got? Nice shirt. Silk robe. Oh, no. This jacket does it too. The bad one. Drama bow tie.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
Damn right I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
Oh, God damn it. It doesn't unlock the white
Officer.
check.
What?
Okay, how am I doing points-wise? Okay, so I'm going to need to level up and come back. No, I just gotta level up Drama 1 point and then come back. Okay, but the thing is, this window thing we're gonna do now is a visual calculus check, so I'm going to pump visual calculus as high as I can go before we even start this. I know I have visual calculus clothes.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%. With an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been any other point of origin, further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Given that she didn't hear the shot, she definitely would have heard it from if it was outside on the roof, right? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
There was a map on sale in the bookstore, wasn't there? A map of Martinez? We need one.
You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof?
Yes.
There was a map in the bookstore. We should come back with it. Compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Yes, we should. No, don't fucking click on the window again. Although, I should probably stop for lunch. Okay, that was fun.